Told to control, because I knew Santa Claus couldn't save my soul. They had the cards, but I had the hold since I was 9 years old. Trust me when I tell you, the next kid would fold. More than just bold, bullets over Broadway. It went down the Harlem Broadway. Pops was shot, mom's was too. Dad is dead, the mom's lying in the bed. Mom's going through now. Top of the head, shoot at jaw, and I spray all day. Rah. Shoot love. Is the poet trade. We shrewd, switch up my mood. You see the logo? Yeah. Uh-huh. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. I've been busy. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve. I told you I would do one more show before the year went out. And it's Capricorn season. So I'm skipping the sun and moon because, you know, the new moon is January 11th. So I'll get into the sun and moon in a minute. But I figured I would end with Capricorn Rising Sign Ascendant in honor of the Taylor twins. They're out gallivanting, all right, hanging out with a friend. But the truth is here for a little bit, and then wifey's coming. Say Happy New Year to the people.
Happy New Year.
This guy is growing and growing.
And then Evelyn Torres said Happy New Year.
What's up, Ev? Happy New Year, my friend. I'm on my way of uploading your Ev, are you a Sagittarius ascendant? No, maybe you're not. Oh, you're Cancer ascendant. Did you watch my 2024 rising sign? So I've been doing all of them. Tonight I'll try to get up Sag and Capricorn. I may go out for a little bit after this. We'll see. Just to like some friend's house real quick. But honestly, with the solar flares, like like a 5X solar flare, I'm just like chilling. I'm lounging. I'm chilling. My Steelers won. We got one more win next week. If we beat the Ravens, who already clinched the number one seed. My Pittsburgh Steelers can make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm excited. Been having some computer issues, so hopefully everything stays good with this. But really busy. I hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year's Eve. The moon is, I didn't get to check it right now where it's exactly at, but I think it's already into Virgo. All right. Or like the very end of Leo. So you're going to have a Virgo moon for New Year's and New Year's Day. And, you know, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice for the Capricorn rising sign, right? In their 9th house. So we're going to get into it and break it down. Hello to everybody. Who else is in here?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure so far it's just Evelyn.
Oh, okay. What'd she say?
She said just no and then yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you are the Cancer, right? I remember. You know what it is? I forget because you're the Sag sun, and I remember the Libra moon. I got a pretty good memory. I have memorized in my head, Ev. You know how I am with coffee talk. I have memorized in my head like a lot of charts, a whole lot of. Now, I wish you could help me win the lottery or something. But I'm so excited. Thank you for all my new clients. I have another, check out in my playlist, Interviews and Media, another NDE experience on life after NDE, or even talk about some 2024 predictions and astrology and for the world. I've got another podcast coming out in January, and I'm filming 2 more, January 4th and January 18th. So I'm really busy. If you want to book, the holiday birth chart sale is ending tomorrow night. $70 audio chart reading, $99 live natal, $134 for the moon tracking with the free audio trainer that's worth $44. Okay. And Capricorn birth chart sale goes to January 20th, $102.05. but I am swamped. I am booking now to about the second, third week of February. So you got to send your payment in to book your spot because, I'm doing it. And thank you for my channel is growing. I mean, I'm headed towards 6K soon. So it's just overwhelming. And I'm in a constant state of gratitude. Even if I come on live and just one person shows up, even if it's just me and you, Ev, I am thrilled and honored and happy to be here. And hey, 2024 is going to be pretty good. So, Pluto goes to Aquarius late night on January 20th. Jupiter finishes up in Taurus on the 25th, gets into Gemini. Should be kind of interesting for the next year. And, Uranus goes direct January 27th. We got 3 retrogrades of Mercury this year. Mars goes retrograde the end of the year. And we have the solar eclipses. So you must come to Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric January 20th. Hopefully, Ev, you're done with your jewelry and you can come because this one you don't want to miss. January 20th, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 2 hours, only $20. Coffee Talk Season 3 begins in February. But I'm going to keep it at 20. I'm not going to raise the price. But what I'm going to be teaching a lesson on is 2 charts, the Aries Libra nodal axis, the lunar eclipse, March 25th, my daddy's birthday. And then April 8th, the total solar eclipse going across America, the USA. It's going to be bigly, going to be wild. Check out the BigEAstrology shirt and all that good stuff. Hopefully some people might be interested one day and want some merch. Maybe I'll do some coffee mugs too. And I'm working on my astrology book. Wifey's pushing me. I'm getting it together. She's, you know what it is, Ev. You know how my wife is. She's the glue. And she's making it all happen. But I'm putting a little twist on it. And hopefully that will be done shortly. And I'm probably going to self-publish, but I will, maybe send it to some publishing houses. We'll see. But either way, I will be so excited and probably be selling it on my website and stuff like that. And please go check out my new website, BigEAstrology.com. You can sign up for my newsletter there, and I'll be sending that out early part of January, getting that going, inviting you to coffee talk and sharing my isms, just little positive insights and deep thoughts from your boy. And let's get going, Capricorn Rising. All right, let's get going. But remember, the holiday sale ends tomorrow at midnight. $99 for a live 60-minute chart over Zoom. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. So, Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn. Delays, restrictions, limits, anxiety, fear, stress, authority, the lineage, the DNA, the government, machines, discipline, organization, structure, responding to your ability. So Capricorn risings can be pretty hardworking. Now, you may not see that as children, but what they can be is very serious, more mature for their age. And I see that with the Taylor twins. They're 10, going on 14. They're trying to catch up to their brother all the time. But, they're still young, boys getting ready to become young men in the next few years, almost at that preteen age, sooner than later. And they're only, soon going to, because they're born in August or February, they'll be 10 and a half. So, but that's what, the Capricorn rising sign, it is naturally feeling, because remember, there's 12 houses, it's like subconscious mind, hidden talents. They do want the hard work, the success, the achievement, achieving their goals, the husband, the wife, the, dog, 2 kids, white picket fence. But secretly, Capricorn risings want freedom and adventure. They just want to travel and explore with that Sagittarius 12th house. Sorry, my talking's been off today. Maybe it's the solar flares and with 5x and everything, because I've been definitely having issues with the computer and just even communicating today. But it's all good because I'm in a good mood. Now remember, look, Mercury goes station direct tomorrow and the moon is waning. So the new moon is January 11th. So not only because the astrological new year is 0 degrees March 21st on the spring equinox. But do not set your New Year's resolutions tonight. They will never come to fruition. This is for Dog Star Sirius at like the top of the chart that, secret societies and stuff honor. But this is the second week of winter, right? I mean, sunrise is until like 7:30 in the morning. This is not the time to set new, whatever. Now you can have plans and stuff like that, but like that whole focusing on a resolution, if you wanted to do it January 11th, I would say that's a better time to start. But no. Things are new and born again like March 21st. And if you wanted to, April 1st. That's why they do April Fools. They're playing us for fools, Ev. They trying. So, you want to look at Saturn in the birth chart for Capricorn risings. Once you locate the Saturn, that house and sign that it's in will kind of play out as major themes in your life. Okay. And remember, the first house is your I am energy, sort of your vitality, physical appearance, outer mass, like the upper jaw to the crown of the head. And it's your energy, your auric field that shows up energetically. People sense that Capricorn rising. You could be a Virgo, a Sag, a Scorpio, but they will feel, or Leo, but they will feel that Cap rising energy enter the room. Okay. And remember, the sun, moon, and rising are the three prongs of your personality. All right. Personality, reality, all that stuff. Oh, we got some other comments. What's that?
Evelyn said, I have a baby shower that day, LOL. And then Shelly said hi.
Hey, Shelly. Happy New Year, Shelly. You got a baby shower, Ev. Ev, you busy.
And then Evelyn said, you saw that Bible with the calendar starting with March.
I know. Well, see, Mars though, it's okay. So they added, who was it? Constantine. They added July, and think about it, right? Sept is 7. October should be 8, not the 10th month of the year. Noviembre, that's 9, not the 11th month, should be the 9th month. Dec, I mean, we all know this stuff. Dec is 10, not the 12th month of the year. So they messed up the calendar, but really it should be 13 months and 28 days. And you see it on a turtle, right? The turtle shell. That's like a indicator from God. And that's what Native American cultures used to look at. So let's get to the second house. And the first house, I always say it's 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120 years old. Now, we may be, since we're ascending into the 5D, we may be able to, our telomeres were fused by the aliens, but maybe we'll be able to get past 120 years. Like the truth, he may live to 125. Who knows? Right? I mean, we just don't know. I mean, I'm here for 3 digits. I'm going to make it to 100, but who knows if I can go further than that. But clearly, after what I went through, my will to be alive is muy, muy, muy strong. I don't know how to say strong in Spanish, Evelyn. I could say muy importante, but I don't know strong. I don't know. You have to tell me in Spanish. But so the second house is Aquarius. Well, you're about to have Pluto here for 20 years, and it will be here for good November 19th. But it will come in here January 20th, late night, going into the 21st until September, before it retrogrades back on your ascendant. And let me just say, congratulations, Cap Risings. The fact that you guys survived Pluto in your first house from 08 to 24, woo! But imagine Aquarius Risings. Now, for them, I don't know. Pluto is not a malefic, so there's good, bad, and different, right? It's your soul psychology. It's evolving past the pain, trauma, and crises in this life and past lives. But there's so much transmutation, transformation, death and rebirth with Pluto, power, control, sex, manipulation, abuse. It can be a lot. So Aquarius, you're up next 20 years. That's more than, what did they have it? 10, 14, 16 years for Capricorn, 20 years for you, Aquarius. You see how my words are? I can't talk today. I'm like Elmer Fudd. But so the second house, right? This is your toddler years. The first house, the I am, the baby, eastern horizon in the sky, and the constellation Capricorn is there when you were born. Pluto's second house, also 25 years old, when you can earn money. It's your value, savings, family assets, food, Aquarius. So you could be, into vegetarian, vegan, or like weird, bizarre diets, Capricorn risings. Who knows? They may try multiple things. They may eat blueberries and carrots for 3 months straight. You don't know. It's Aquarius in the second house. Their speech is going to be innovative, futuristic. They could be the rebels and black sheeps of their family, right? Depending, Capricorn rising, what sign you have here, whew, y'all could be interesting. But think about this, it's material items, things you collect. So a lot of Capricorn risings can be very innovative with what they spend their money on, their material items, what they value. And they definitely have a sixth sense, that spiritual awakening, weird, bizarre, innovative, genius energy in the second house. That's muy bueno for those toddler years, but also for when you start earning your money, and you may be a little bit different from your family. So before we go to third house, let's see, anything popping off in the chizzy?
Let's see. Shelly said Happy New Year, and then Evelyn Tor said right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ev, you gonna give me Spanish? Strong in Spanish? ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say strong in Spanish, Ev? Type it in. But the third house, Pisces, and I'm not drinking tonight. Not even one beer. I thought I was going to end the year with a little drink, but I don't know, man. I'm really, maybe it's the Lilith, Juno, and the Moon and Virgo for the new year hitting my sun. I definitely want to kind of purge. And did you know, supposedly, so when the moon comes back to your natal sun sign, your blood is recycling in your body. Did you guys know that, Evan, Shelley? That's kind of deep. I've just been, peeping that. And, obviously, the moon, a lot of ancients felt that the moon, whatever your moon sign is, that may have been your sun sign in a previous life. So this guy could have been a Gemini in his past life too. And I could have been a Capricorn. So the third house is Pisces. Now, this is hard for my little guys. They got Neptune here. So they're kind of not, and you can ask their big brother, they haven't really arrived on planet Earth yet. Am I lying? Huh?
Nah.
They're never, are they here or they're not?
I don't know. They're a little strange sometimes.
Yeah. So, Capricorn risings with this Neptune Pisces generation, the alpha generation. Oh, them kids 11 and younger, they are spiritual, but they're in a fantasy realm. They're off the chain. Amazing, gifted, but just like different. Like the physical reality realm and 3D world is different and challenging for them. But that's okay. They're going to grow and evolve. But the Pisces third house, you're off to elementary school, K through 5. Your skills, your self-efforts, your athletic ability, right? When you go to elementary school, you start playing dodgeball, baseball, basketball, kickball, volleyball. You learn all these different games, football, right? It's also your reading, writing, learning, communications, your siblings, specifically your younger siblings, cousins, right? The neighbors, local community, transportation, 50 miles or closer to home. Could be a scooter, moped, bike, an e-bike. It could be, a bicycle. The twins got bicycles for the Christmas, right? So these are the types of things that you could be rocking with Pisces there. So in school, though, you could be daydreaming, right? Remember, this becomes what? Also the adult relationship with your mother, right? Age 26, age 38. Okay. So that's the weirdest noise. That's making me crazy. So, but that's kind of what you see with this third house. So they can be kind of spiritual, compassionate, empathetic. They may see spirits or ghosts, especially if they got Neptune in the third house. But they can definitely be daydreamers, have great imaginations, and really they're not analytical, logical, linear thinkers. When you've got Pisces in your third house, even if you have no planets here, I'm just talking the chart butt naked. Pisces in the third house, you are more about pictures and concepts. And these children and these people, and I see with my boys, they learn better sometimes through technology, but auditory learners. They may not really like to read and write. They want to just play and imagine. Their imagination's off the charts and they want to like explore things. So it's really different. They definitely like music, but they're going to be into technology, but colors and all these types of things. Okay. So we'll get to the fourth house with Aries. What do we got here? What are you saying in the comments?
You'll know see.
Yo no si?
Yeah.
Yo no si is strength or strong. Muy yo no si. Ah, muy yo no si. King Kong.
And then Evelyn Torres said, I have a Cap rising friend, and she always has to outdo everyone in anything she does. And then Jamie said hello.
Hey, Jamie. Happy New Year. Well, it's funny that you said that because my boys are very competitive too, Ev. And Cap Risings, remember I was saying, like, think about that on your ascendant. Cap Risings, a lot of pressure. So they want that, like, the gold car, the like I said, the picket fence, the spouse, the kids, the dog, whatever. But they put this pressure to always work hard and achieve. They want success, You ask my little, 10-year-olds, oh, I'm going to be a billionaire. Like, they're not even like go for $1 million. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a billionaire. And it's like, whoa, okay. I don't want to stunt your dreams, but let's just do our homework in 5th grade before you become a billionaire. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're right. Yeah, they're very competitive. And these guys are competitive. Oh my God. We were doing Top Golf for Christmas. My oldest son was in town, 21st to the 28th. My Gem Rising, Virgo Sun, Moon Sun. And we were doing Dave and Buster's and movies and Aquaman 2 and all this stuff. But we did Top Golf. You go hit off the driver. I'd never been there. They had great food. But with my shoulders and stuff, I was terrible. I was the worst in the family. I was embarrassed because normally, I'm just an all around great athlete, even though, as my vision's gotten worse, I don't really play that many sports anymore. But I'm always like, I can just pull stuff out of my hat because it's natural for me. Golf, no. And then I realized with the shoulders and like even all the stuff from when I was in a coma, like, whoo, no, golf. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get better because I'm very competitive too. I got a Cap Moon, so you're right with that, Ev. But Scorpio Rising is competitive too, and so is Virgo Sun. I'm just a competitive person. But Jackson, one of the twins, he was like sobbing and all upset in the beginning because like his first 1 or 2 times he didn't do so good. And because his twin brother and his other brothers did better, he was hot. So yeah, they are very competitive. So Aries 4th house. Oh my God. Just imagine what we deal with here. These little guys they got Uranus in their 4th house in Aries. Woo! I mean, there is mess. The minute they wake up in the morning, as they walk through the house, it's just mess. They just drop it. We got to clean 24/7. Now, I can't afford no cleaning lady or a maid. And they don't really clean so well. So it makes my wife, mi esposa, muy loco en cabeza. We'll bring it up when Alana gets out here and relieves the truth. But Aries in the 4th house, you can be sort of this childhood genius. The 4th house is what? Mom, your nurturing convenience, how you were nurtured and cared for, your emotional mind. Relationship with your mother, roots, ancestors, middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, any buildings and dwellings that you would go into after school programs, church, YMCA, Boys and Girls, your homeland, hometown. And remember the water houses, but 4, 8, and 12 are like portals. Now, no astrologer or anybody should ever try to predict death. Only God knows that. But the 4th house, you can see the end of your mother's life. The 8th house, the end of your father's life. And the 12th house, the end of the road for you. Okay. Usually through transit, not just in the natal birth chart. It was literal for my father in the 8th house with Gemini there as a Scorpio rising, but you really see it through transit. Okay. FYI. But, having Aries there, you can be very direct. You don't want to hear the word no, which I see that with my guys. Cap risings, you can be accident prone in the home. You can break a lot of things. Oh, and that's what my guys do. See, I have a greater insight to astrology than some people, in terms of, one, I got so many darn kids, right? And then with my wife and my mother-in-law, like I have living examples of like 6 other charts beside myself and all my, hundreds and hundreds of clients. But it's kind of cool to be a professional astrologer and then see the astrology through your children. It's really heavy. So, but that Aries, there's that pioneer maverick energy and the adventurous and sports. Oh my God, they like to throw the football and kick the soccer ball in the house. I tell them go outside and they still want to play in the house. One of these days they're gonna break the TV and their mother's gonna lose it. I wouldn't like that either. Don't be breaking no televisions. So Aries fourth house, all you Capricorn risings, make sure you write an apology letter to your mother because I know y'all were wild up in your home. Assertive, aggressive, initiating. They like to spar with each other. Like Aries the Rams bang heads. That's what the twins like to do. They call it sparring. What they used to call it when they would fight each other a couple of years ago. But it's like sparring. It really is. It's like seeing two little lion cubs. They'll just be like in the middle of the day, just out of nowhere. They're just like, oh, it's time to wrestle. They're just like, even this guy's like, what are you guys doing? Like, like it's just, it's a different breed. So the fifth house, and we'll get back to your comments in a minute. Any Cap risings here, by the way? Jamie, I forgot. What's your rising sign? And Shelly, what's your rising sign? I forgot. I remember Ev is the Cancer, but
Evelyn said, no, I don't know, LOL. And then Evelyn said, but she comes across not genuine. And then Evelyn said she falls a lot. Might be near her Mars in the first house.
Oh, well, yeah. Mars in the first house, they can be very athletic and competitive and have some strong sexual energy too. Mars in the first house people. But it's definitely well, Mars in Capricorn, she should be about her business. That's exalted. Now, see, that's the placement I get jealous of. My Mars is in Virgo, and I like that. It's very precise and strategic, analytical, critical, thinking, blinking. But Mars in Capricorn, wifey's got that. That's that boss energy, CEO. And she's bossy, too. Very bossy. He'll tell you. She's over there. Bossy. Oh, my God. And nosy. But I love her. So the fifth house, Taurus the bull.
Oh, Shelly said she's a Cap rising.
Oh, that's right, Shelly. See? Oh, that's good, Shelly. So then, Shelly, you got to tell me am I hitting it? Did you say sorry to mom and dad, Shelly? Because you was kind of wild at home growing up, Shelly. I know you were. That Aries fourth house. But the fifth house, the fireworks are starting. It's early. It's not even, not even 7 o'clock out here. They got the fireworks popping off. People are excited for 2024. I think it's going to be a good year. But remember what I told you, the universal 8 year. Yes, it's money, power, success, going for the CEO, the bag, all that. But it is the 8 is what goes around, comes back around again. Instant karma, as above, so down below, so within, so without. So we all got to be on our best behavior in 2024. Because if you do wrong, it's going to come back on you and bite you in the butt like that. I promise you. Universal 8 year. It's also the year of the dragon, so I got to kind of chill. I'm year of the dog. So anybody born in 1970 or 58 or 82, 94, 2006, you got to take it easy. Dragon is the enemy of the dog. So it's just, I'm going to be like just on my P's and Q's, working hard and just doing what I got to do and nothing, you know what I mean? That's how, you just got to work with it. But it's universal 8 year and I'm a Scorpio rising. So maybe that will, nullify some of that a little bit for me. I'm optimistic, but Jupiter in the ascendant, I am. I'm always going to be positive, right? Evan Shelley will tell you, Jamie, I'm very positive, just so you know. I'm a positive brother. Jamie, are you coming to Coffee Talk January 20th?
And Jamie said that she's a Scorpio rising.
Oh, that's right. You are a Scorpio rising.
And then Shelly said I was always trying to put my mom in her place a little. And then she said, yes, I apologize. And Evelyn said,
oh, good, Shelly.
She is for Christmas. She gave everyone gifts, but it was to promote her business.
Yeah, Mars and Capricorn. They about their business. See, Ev, that's not astrology in action. That is funny. Don't you guys just love astrology? I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I mean, it never stops. Like, you see examples, like it just blows me away. So Taurus fifth house, they may like older music. They can definitely, like my guys. Oh my God, this is so example. Taurus fifth house, my Cap risings. I don't know if you do this, Shelly. They are always wanting me to get lottery tickets. They want scratch offs. They want to win money because that's Taurus, money, fifth house. The fifth house is what? Creativity, hobbies, children, dating, romance, fun, sex, your heart chakra. But it is gambling and lottery and fantasy sports. Yeah. Right? And I see that with my guys. They're all into that stuff. Ancient history, past life karmas, hobbies, speculative gains, acting, performing, entertaining, but also, like starting your own business on eBay or Etsy, you know, rocking the jewelry like Evelyn does. We're gonna listen, Evelyn's gonna be a guest of our show one day, whenever she's ready, because Ev is like super duper talented. Whenever 2024, Ev, I hope you're gonna be a guest on Knowledge is Love. No pressure, but you're always invited, my friend. So Taurus in the fifth house, you got to watch out. And Shelly, be honest, did you drive fast in high school and college? That can happen. Their first car, they could crash it, have little accidents, be little speed demons. So you got to watch that, especially with the kids. I know with my guys, I definitely got to watch it. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be wild things. They're gonna be good. Let me just put out the positive stuff. But you may like older music, classic things. You may like to collect things. You could like antiques. You can be deep into your senses, very sensual. And you may like certain fabrics with clothes and stuff. Okay. Now the sixth house, we're getting into Gemini. Now this is wild. We actually had this. Remember last year when Mars was in Gemini for like 7-8 months or whatever, or I guess earlier this year or whatever. The one of the twins actually got a burn on the hand. Gemini, Mars, sixth house. Health, sicknesses, illnesses. What's the sixth house? This is the house of champions. You're an adult. Get your first job. Shower, brush your teeth, deodorant, get to work on time, plans, schedules, work, coworkers, boss, humanity, service, never nervous, pervis, Ellison. It's your mother's siblings. Their mom don't have no siblings. It's sickness, illness, your overall health and hygiene, and it's small pets. Can you believe? What do y'all think? You think the Taylor family should get a dog? My sons want a dog. They're trying to convince us so much that I'm like, let's clean up our room first before they don't take care of the pets they have. They got 2 tortoises and he's got a bearded dragon. They barely remember to feed him, but they're like, oh, Dad, we won't forget with a dog. And I'm like, are you going to walk it and clean up after itself? Because I can see after we get it for like a shiny toy for a month, then after that, it just becomes a mom and dad's job and maybe grandma. I'm like MC Light. I'm simply not having it. So we'll see if they can earn that. But, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. I want a dog. I've always wanted, I've never owned a dog in my life, but I've always had cousins who had dogs. So I played with them. Now, there was a dog in my home when I was a little baby. But the rumor and the story is that like when I was 3, they got rid of the dog because I was like kicking the dog or doing whatever. And my sister was like, oh, why can't Eric go instead of the dog? Yeah, I guess that was a prelude of the future. but that's okay. But so I didn't remember. So I would never hurt a dog, but I never had a dog. So when you have Gemini here, though, you can be very talented at work. Your communication, your reading, writing skills, like you are just like, boom, the Jack and Jane of all trades. Like you get it done. You may like pets, but Capricorn Risings, they want like 2 of everything. I want 2 dogs. I want 2 cats. I want 2 tortoises. Look, see, literal. My guys have 2 tortoises because they're twins. But you know what I mean? So there's definitely, but for health, you have to watch out with your wrist, your hands. Remember, he burned his hand, one of my twins. Wrist, hands, lungs. And Gemini is the ears. Some people say Taurus is the ears, but I think it's more Gemini. Taurus is like the lower jaw and teeth and throat. I think Gemini is the ears. So, that's one thing that you have to look for. But Capricorn Rising, starting May 25th, Jupiter will be here. Capricorn Risings are going to they may get some raises, promotions. Remember, the 6th house is also debt, divorce, and conflicts. So Jupiter's coming to just, fortune, abundance, and blessings. And they may, gain some wisdom and knowledge this year. So I'm excited to see, like when May, that'll be summer vacation for them out here. We get out of school at the end of May, not like the East Coast, end of June. So, the Taylor twins are going to be like, yo, we're having a busy, adventurous summer. It was some blessings. They're like, let's go to Disneyland, Dad. I've been planning a Disneyland trip, hopefully this year. We'll see. So that's the 6th house. You want to see what's going on in the chat, and then we'll get to the 7th house?
Yeah. So Evelyn said, I'm dropping a job this year.
Yes.
And then Javanka said, hi, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hey, Javanka.
And then
Happy New Year, lady.
They were talking about the dog and Javanka said, dogs bring happiness.
I
And
know.
Evelyn said it's a big responsibility.
It is a big responsibility. And Javanka, they don't take care of their bitter dragon and their 2 tortoises.
Because they're like tiny.
14-year-old and 2 10-year-olds. We got to get them to clean their rooms all the time before they can get a dog.
That's normal.
Javanka. Okay. Is it normal? Yes.
Okay.
I know. Okay. You guys tell me. How was your bedroom when you were 14 years old? Shelly, Javanka, Jamie, Ev.
But I clean it like literally every week.
Now, you all are ladies. This is, I got young boys over here. There's, only 2 women in this house, my mother-in-law and my wife, but it's all men. But these guys, woof. Should we get a dog for them? Should we trust them with a dog? Now, see, this is weird.
Shelly said I was clean. And then Javanka said, I had a dream with a big tsunamis coming to the United States.
Big tsunami? I hope did you guys watch that? Okay. Check out 1899. Wife and I are watching it. It's deep. My oldest son and my wife watched. Oh, we watched Dave Chappelle's new special today. I forgot the name of it. It's in DC. Funny. I think it just came out today. Huh? Dreamer. It's called Dreamer. Because he started doing stand-up comedy when he's 14. When he came to New York, he was really like studying under my buddy who does stand-up comedy from my neighborhood, Greer Barnes. He helped him develop the style, smoking cigarettes on stage, stuff like that. And then Greer used to open up for Dave and was on the Dave Chappelle show when he was performing and, stuff like that. But Dave is Virgo. I met him, real nice guy. Met him down in Greenwich Village one time, but real funny. And this new stand-up is off the chain. But backtrack. The Obama film, Left Behind, Leave the World Behind. I didn't watch it. I just saw a little bit with my wife and my son, and they watched the whole thing. But yeah, watch out the predictive programming. So tsunami, you see. Yeah, I think this is gonna be an interesting year, you guys. We have to watch out that solar eclipse on April 8th. And the prediction in the show was like right before the lunar eclipse, but it's on the Virgo Pisces axis. They had the world ending or whatever, some tragedy happening September 17th or 18th. And that's when the full moon is in Pisces. Illusion, deception. So we'll see. I'm going to be positive. We got to vibrate high and, understand whether it's the aliens or Anunnaki or whoever, they're not going to allow any nuclear war. So, and right now, the way the solar flares are, like I said, today or yesterday was like a 5X. So you can be feeling like kind of like wild and dizzy. Ooh, you smell good. Now she'll tell you. She don't want it. Oh, so this is what I was gonna say. I'm kind of funny, right? I either want like a big Rottweiler, which I probably wouldn't get, or like a small like golden retriever, or I like, you know what I like? The bulldogs with this funny face and they're so ugly, but they can't breathe and they're like, I love them.
They're really cute
they're
dogs,
so cute.
But they've been so overbred. Hello, Shelly.
But I love them.
Hello.
I love.
They've been so overbred
but it's okay.
But anyways, in terms of dogs, we cannot have a dog until our children are able to help us. That's it. It's not like
it's non-negotiable. But no, I know that they're amazing and loving.
Javanka was talking about the TD Jakes.
Oh, and Diddy. Yeah, but didn't I tell you guys? Remember I told you when Pluto got to that 29th degree from December, 19th or whatever it was, to January 20th, the sugar honey iced tea is going to hit the fan. It's going to be for the political people, the celebrities. Pluto is digging up all the stuff.
Yeah.
I always felt a little funny about him now. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
There's a lot of things that are going on, but you know what? I'm going to be real with you. As much as I don't like Diddy and TD so much, and they, whatever. It's gonna be curious to me to see how that plays out, because so far these are 2 black men that they're taking down.
Yeah.
When are we gonna start taking down some other folks? Take down the black folks, but take down the other folks too. Take down. There's a whole.
Because there's people higher up.
In the grand scheme of things, TD Jakes and Diddy are not at the top of that pyramid. So
not at all.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. But so Cap Risings, I was telling them about are Cap risings. You know, the Taylor twins are Cap risings.
Oh.
So I was telling them about the Aries in the 4th house.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, Shelley's a Cap rising. I asked her if she wrote an apology letter to her mother. Because Aries,
Shelley did?
Yeah, well, I'm saying did she? Because Cap risings with Aries in the 4th house, like our guys are
Why does she need to apologize to her mother?
Because Cap risings, 4th house, Aries at home, they make mess. They play sports in the house. They're like wild. They're direct.
Oh, you mean she has to apologize to her mom? I thought, okay,
yeah,
Mom, I'm sorry.
Just like our kids are going to apologize to you one day.
I won't hold my breath.
Well, that's also the Aries 4th house, right? Aries, they're pure hearted. They don't mean any bad, but they're not gonna really say sorry. They're just gonna do what they're gonna do and be like, oh, okay. But like we'll tell them, don't play sports in the house. They're playing soccer and football in the house. Like it's comedy.
Javanka's pouring the tea over here. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Javanka, tell me.
You know, she said that Beyonce, they might be having something come together and that they're gonna be letting the list of Epstein go.
Yes, that Epstein list should be tomorrow. Well, January 1st or 2nd.
Stuff, see, and that's another sacrificial lamb. You know, come on, notice across the board. Let's start getting some bigger fish than these celebrity folks.
How about the heads of these record labels, like Jimmy Iovine?
How about the head of some of these banks?
Yeah, the
that
banks
were responsible for all these people who were put
corruption
out of their homes
and stealing billions of dollars.
How about the people? You know what I mean? Like when you.
Let's not go after the celebrities
for our
too.
Financial system to topple for a long time, not because I want all the chaos, but because I think it's ridiculous. I think that
all the
we
corruption
need to restructure different things. I think that the education system in our country is ridiculous. When we
all
have
the Rockefellers
spending so much money and getting and so often nothing in return for it, it's ridiculous. And you know, just even learning that in other countries where they don't have private schools,
free everything,
and they don't have standardized tests, the education is far better.
Yeah.
And you know, the people, rich and poor, are forced to pour in and give to the schools that are there and
go to public school together. Yeah.
So I don't know, but whatever.
So
on a happy note, what is everybody doing for New Year's?
They're just chilling. Is it cold on the East Coast? I didn't check the weather. I know it's snowing in Chicago, but I didn't check New York and DC and other areas. But I saw the Bears game. There was some snow. But let's get to the 7th house, the other half, Cancer, right? It's a double-sided mirror. Like I always tell you guys, contracts, negotiations, it's you in relation to the others, business partnerships, relationships, marriage, open enemies. And remember, we sign contracts for everything: health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, rent, mortgage. It's fame. It's your, sorry, I didn't mention the 5th house, your first child. 7th house, the skills of that first child. And it's also the second child. The 7th house is also the kitchen in your house. You can see fame there. You can see the I think it's the grandmother, grandparents or grandkids you can see from the 9th house. I think it's the grandmother or the grandfather, but you can see a grandparent there. And the 7th house is open enemies, courthouse, the marketplace for shopping where you measure the rice and beans and the meat, but also the scales of justice for the courthouse. And it used to be where the sun goes to set, so it dies. So that's where ancient Kemet, they would measure the heart, see if you lived a good life. That's how they measure the soul. Okay, so the 7th house is deep. And when you have Cancer there, you can be emotionally connected and have deep inner knowing about shopping, business, spouse, relationships. You want someone that values family in the home and the kitchen, and maybe someone that can nurture, care for you, and cook as well. So Cap risings, you know, they definitely seek that in a partnership, right? They want that person because what's Cancer? It's all about home, mother, nurturing, caring, safety, security, and very funny. They want a humorous partner, okay? Cap risings also could do well potentially in like real estate or banking because of this Cancer 7th house. Capiche? So let's get to the 8th house. Yeah, that's my guys, the Leo sun. All right. So Capricorn 8th house, we're talking about the soul merging, the intimacy. The Leo sun, moon risings could be attracted to you in that house, whatever, you know, sign you are. Okay. It's power, control, sex, abuse, manipulation, merging of the resources, psychology, sudden events, transformation, transmutation, right? Those like sudden events and emergencies, like, oh my God, da 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 da. And this is the portal of death and rebirth, the thin veil between the 3D and 5D. This is where you can see the end of your father's life in the 8th house. It's also things hidden underground, like diamonds. Now, gold is in the 11th house, but it's like diamonds and pearls. But it's a diamond, herbs, plant medicine, oil. You can also see here magic, Santeria, Brujeria. Javanka Evelyn, you think I don't know? I know. It's astrology, tarot, the metaphysics, numerology, human design, all that. And FBI, CIA, secret societies. The 8th house is busy. It's like 40 things. And also your in-laws, okay? A mortuary, a funeral home, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when you have Leo here, you can have, a deep connection to, also IRS too. Make sure you pay your taxes. But although legally you don't have to, but you have to have lawyers to fight that.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah. I know. But it's the truth. It's a whole thing. But it's like it would be too much to get into, and you got to have bank to fight off the legal system. But I think all that's going to dissipate soon too. Pluto and Aquarius, we're going to be in a whole new world. All up in the world, and we're going to have abundance and financial blessings. We're going to go through a couple more tough years, and then you're going to see everything change. Open markets, free energy, this, that. Like, it's going to be, Earth is going to be the planet. It's going to be like remember in Return of the Jedi when all the other space creatures and animals and aliens were hanging out in the bar with Solo and all of them? Well, that's how Earth's going to be, because Earth's going to be such a happening planet that every entity and being is going to be like, oh, I'm hanging out here on Earth. You'll be sitting at the restaurant getting some thing, and Anunnaki is going to be ordering bugs, and you're like, oh, I'll just have a Caesar salad. It's like, oh, you don't want to try bugs? Just imagine that, right? I love Star Wars Return of the Jedi. But Leo there, your heart, your creativity, your self-expression could be around some of the hidden things in the world. And this could be definitely somebody who gets involved in power plays for the government, financial systems, investment bankers, or you could be a money manager with Leo here too, manage other people's money. So this is a powerful placement for Cap risings, that Leo eighth house. Because remember, Cap and Leo, that in conjunction, they're both, about power and government in a way. Because Leo is the entertainer or the politician, government, and then Cap, Aquarius is like science and politician, and Cap is like CEO and government. So it's like that kind of weird little energy with those three little signs. So that ascendant to 8th house, you could see that. Now, let's get to the 9th house of Virgo, but let's read some comments first.
Well, Evelyn had made a comment, but it was in relation to the 7th house. But she said that her and her friend are opposite ascendants.
Yes.
And they met through their businesses.
Yes. Oh, that's dope, Ev.
So.
Okay. Yeah, she's got that Mars on the ascendant, so I know she's a boss. Okay. Any other comments about the 8th house? Shelly, how's the 8th house, Shelly? Come on, you Cap rising. You got to represent for them, Shelly.
It's chilly wherever Javanka is.
She's in DC.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Is it chilly down there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just
it's chilly out here, but not like cold.
Yeah,
like the East Coast.
I mean, I can't.
Our chilly's in the 60s. Like I can't, we can't talk.
They ruined us this summer. We're feeling cold at 62 degrees.
Well, you got to understand, when it's 115 for like 3 weeks in a row.
Not even 3 weeks, like over a month.
I know, it's crazy. It was a hot summer. We earn the nice weather out here in Arizona, y'all, because the 4 months that we go through, the beating we go through, those 8 months are perfect.
So Shelly is an investment banker, and you are correct.
Mira. Yeah, yeah. That's true, that you guys can really do good at that. And managing money for other people, you know what I mean? And sometimes even managing artists or entertainers. Being a CEO or a power position in a medical facility or hospital. A lot of those things, Cap risings can, do really well. So let's get to the Virgo ninth house: fortune, abundance, higher learning, master's, PhD, guru, shaman, your father's teachings, beliefs, my philosophy, wisdom. Shout out to Karis One, my favorite MC. He was like, F the Grammys, him and MC Shan. You want to invite me when you ignored hip hop for 49 years, and then you want to come and reach out to hip hop and think I'm going to come? Peace. All right. That's what Karis was like. I don't want to be on no fake Grammy thing. That's what I would have said, right or wrong with Chris. And MC Shan was like, oh, all y'all that performed on that, you thought that everybody was going to come calling. You thought you was going to get the bag. They just pimped you out and used you because a week, two later, the phone didn't ring and nobody's calling you. Nobody's like, oh, we saw you on the Grammys. We'd like you to do this commercial. It's not happening. That's the truth. It's a little harsh. It's a little real, but that's the truth. But so ninth house Virgo, right? And also the ninth house is publishing, foreign lands, 50 miles further away from home. You could see your grandchildren here too. And like I said, the teacher, foreign lands, foreign cultures, and it's the second marriage. That second marriage. Okay.
So 2024 is the year of the dragon.
Yes.
And it's an 8-year.
Yeah.
Joanka was sharing that with us.
Yeah, I already was talking about that.
Evelyn's mother was born in the year of the dragon.
Oh.
And her ex has a Cap rising, and it sounds correct. That was Jamie sharing that with us.
Your ex got a Cap rising.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Well, with the Virgo ninth house, you can be you may like it, but you got to watch out for your stomach in terms of eating the spicy food. You may not be able to handle spicy food. I know our boys, they like, a lot of things, but they sometimes can't deal with the spicy food. But you would love to like analyze and assess foreign lands and cultures. One day, maybe 44 or 56 years old, you could write an amazing book, Cap Risings. There's this way that you appreciate different cultures and studying and learning things. You can be very fixated on like how to make things better for like all people, all cultures, and love to gain knowledge and stuff like that. So, the Virgo there is a nice, that Earth trine of Cap, Taurus, Virgo. That's a nice energy for the Cap risings. And also Virgos can be great teachers to you. Okay. And there you go. Their father's teaching. I'm the Virgo sun for my Cap rising kids. You see how astrology can be very literal? There you go. All right. So that's the ninth house. And the 10th house is the relationship with dad. The ninth house is the teachings. And remember, your midheaven can be in the 9th, 10th, or 11th. Mine's on the 11th, hers on the 9th. Some people have it in the 10th. It just depends. And when it is, then you merge it with the 10th house to kind of describe that. But the 10th house itself, well, let's say without the midheaven, it's your work life, your workplace, the environment, right? It's your public image, legacy, your reputation. Oh, I know Eric Taylor. That's Cheryl Taylor's son. You know what I mean? That's the 10th house. It's also the government, the authorities, authority figures, your father, tu padre. And, it's definitely where you can leave a mark in the world. And so for you guys having the Libra Cap risings, man, people can see you as, no matter what sign you are, people can see you as all peaceful and pleasant and harmonious out in public. You know how you're like a PR rep. You know how to relate to others. You socialize. You're talking to people. You want to look aesthetically pleasing. You're like, hey, how you doing over there? I think about the Taylor twins. They would shut Costco down as little babies. She'd be rolling around with them, and they're like, hi, talking to everybody. All the food ladies that were like from Eastern European countries were like, I love the babies. They would ask for them and stuff, and you know what I mean. They were just like, and they still have that charisma and energy to this day. And I see it and it makes me laugh because I'm like, oh, that's that Libra 10th house. They just will talk and be friendly and socialize with people anywhere, any place, anytime, But it's real cute when they're little babies and stuff because it was like so funny. people in Costco, light up all the time when they would see them. She was a very popular mommy.
I was, but I was there too.
Yeah.
I mean, all these
When you,
people
when you
in
got
my house.
a trailer load of people to
Got a
feed.
bunch of people to feed. They were always there. So,
Oof,
I mean,
Team Taylor. Okay,
Yeah.
Team Taylor. That's why I need you guys to get birth charts because, God, I got it. And now you see the truth. The truth is going through a growth spurt. He's eating like crazy now.
It's ridiculous.
And I'm so happy. We're so happy and proud of him. Like he's growing and, he was a little shorter, but he has Saturn on the ascendant. So it delays growing. So he's going to grow and have his spurts. It's just, a little bit later than a lot of his peers. But it's coming. And now we're starting to see it happen. So I'm like, thank you, God. Right. So Virgo 10th house, Libra 10th house. So, but understand, so this can be good for public relations, acting, interior designers, decorators, social workers, teachers, professors. You can get into, even the health industry, naturopath, health, masseuse, like all different types of things. Because the Libra, that Venus in the 10th house, people see you as very, peaceful, harmonious, charming, well balanced. It's a good energy. It's one of the best Capricorn risings because of that placement. It's one of the best rising signs. I really feel that because you just, people just see in public and they just see like this, Venus, So the 11th house, your older siblings, Scorpio, your father's younger siblings, mainly maybe the father's younger brother, but it can be younger siblings, wild exotic animals. And it's 6 from the 6th house. So it's another house of health. So you can see health issues too in the 11th house. It's stepchildren. It's your social network, groups, organizations, your support system. The 11th house is your hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's the Bugatti in the mansion. Right? I told you one of the Taylor twins is like, I want to be a billionaire. That's the 11th house. And, having Scorpio there, it's also sometimes you can see the fake friends. So you got to watch out for that. But it's the internet. It's astrology, aliens, UFOs. So Scorpio risings, they're going to be interested into the occult knowledge. They love, with the Leo and the Scorpio, that square, they love the mysteries of the world. Like my guys, they want to know about everything. What'd you say? What? What's that? Who did that? Right? You can't even have adult conversation around them. Capricorn risings are very curious. And you could have some emotional energy with your older siblings, arguments, fights. And these guys, they can get into it with their older brother. And it just so happens one of their older brothers has the Scorpio in the 3rd house for the younger siblings, and my guys are Scorpio moon. So it's so literal. I mean, I could go on for days with that type of stuff. But one thing about you guys, you can be very empathic over the internet. You would like to research and investigate things over the internet. You may investigate astrology and aliens. You're going to really be focused on the health and the money. That's Scorpio 11th house. That's going to be very important to you. And you can really, you have to watch out because you can have some fake friends or supporters who could be envious and jealous of you and try to bring you down. So watch out for those energy vampires too, Capricorn risings. You got to watch out for that. But you can have some friends and some people that support your career to help you literally, increase your wealth. Depends on what signs and planets you have here. I mean, not sign, Scorpio, what planets you have here, what placements, okay? Before we go to the 12th house, let's see what's going on. Any thoughts, Shelly or Jamie, since you guys know, and Ev, a Cap rising, anything about the 11th house with the astrology or aliens or the internet? I mean, obviously, Shelly, you're into astrology. I don't know if you're into aliens, but definitely the 11th house stuff. And, for a Cap rising, I mean, for Shelly, it was literal, right? You got an astrology reading with a Scorpio rising, Shelly. So that's the 11th house for you. So, you know what I mean? So it can be really cool when you think of things like that. But I see it, with my guys, they kind of get in, obviously that's what their dad does, but they kind of get into the astrology. I mean, they'd probably get into stuff like that even if they didn't have me. These guys are heavy hitters.
So Shelly is always researching.
Yeah, you like to read. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the Scorpio energy. Scorpio, they're truth seekers and truth speakers, right? That's why I played that song tonight, Truth Speaker, my second album. That Scorpio energy is all about that, and it's soul merging. Remember, I told you Gemini and Leo is more sexual than Scorpio. Scorpio is about deep intimacy and soul merging. They're like, I want to become one, So yeah, that's a really nice energy, Now, I don't know, Shelley, if you have older siblings, I don't remember, but sometimes, you can have some beef with an older sibling. There could be some issues. So now let's get to the end of the road, the 12th house. Temperatures rising. Oh, as soon as this is over, make sure you guys do me a favor, like and share and comment. And once the live is over, and make sure you're checking out my Rising Sign series. I got to finish uploading as soon as this is done, Sagittarius, and probably later tonight, depending on how late I stay up. I'm going to do Capricorn, and then New Year's Day I'll do Aquarius and Pisces.
So Shelley says she works with someone who's trying to hold her back. And so she's looking for change, and she's updated her resume. And
yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, that could actually be that, and they could
she hired someone to help her.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
And I wonder, Shelley, go ahead.
Oh, so with everything, the new year is sometimes harder. It's like a little bit after the new year is when things really get rolling because of the equinox and so forth. So
no. Well, the real new year
right.
is at the spring equinox for New Year's resolutions. But you can, even in terms of setting intentions and stuff, because this moon is waning and Mercury doesn't, stations direct tomorrow, you don't want to do heavy planning and goal setting. You could plan, but the goal setting on New Year's resolutions, I would wait to March 21st, April 1st. Yeah. But the energy starts to turn more positive on the Capricorn new moon, January 11th. 01/11/24.
So she's the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest. So that third house, Pisces.
And she is open to a new career path.
Okay.
And you never know. I tell you.
Well, with Pluto leaving your ascendant, Shelley, and Pluto and Aquarius in your second house, yeah, you're going to be ready for a new path. Of course you will be. And you may even see something happen, after January 20th, when Pluto gets there into your second house. So you're going to be all right. This is going to be, because what Pluto does, it digs up the underbelly, but it also magnifies what? Your money, your material items, your self-worth, your values, right? I use this example a lot, but think of it. I mean, when I think about Michael Jackson's chart, that Sun conjunct Pluto in the seventh house, right? It's that, Pluto's not a malefic. It's good and bad, right? And so what the father, controlling, manipulative, abusive towards Michael, but then also made him schedule everyday dance, and made him, the king of pop too. So, in the seventh house, that's where you see that extreme fame. Nobody had more fame than him. But that's that energy with the Pluto. And so when you think about how the Pluto gets in the second house, and just so you know, in Vedic astrology, they don't look at the seventh house for fame. They look at the second house, because what? The second house is your face and your throat. You can't have fame if you can't look good or talk well. So that's why the Vedic astrology, y'all didn't know that, right? Giving you some insight. They look at the second house for fame. And you could look at both. You could see it there in both. But I'm just telling you, in a different system, that's the reasoning why they look at the second house, because it is your throat, Taurus. It's associated with Taurus. It's not Taurus. We're talking about Aquarius here. But so that means your speech, Shelley, is going to become more powerful in being innovative, futuristic, weird, bizarre, unique, the rebel, the black sheep. Capricorn risings are low-key rebels. Definitely. I see it with my guys. They can be rebellious, but that's that second house, the values. But think about it, because the first house is associated with the mother, right? Capricorn, Mars, North Node, midheaven. Second house is associated with the father, but it's the family. Venus, Jupiter, Aquarius. I got nothing in Aquarius, but my profession is Aquarius, astrologer, esoteric knowledge. So that's the values those little Cap Rising babies are getting in the home, second house, right? Five senses, material items, vegan, organic body skincare, family values. So that's very literal for my Cap Risings. You see how that works? So the 12th house. All right, go ahead. What?
Well, no, I was just gonna say Shelley says she's trusting God, which
Yeah,
is always key.
That's all you
And
need.
you know what? And don't be afraid to go outside of your comfort zone.
Because you could work from home. Listen, so remember, the Aries North Node is in your 4th house, Shelley, till January 11, 2025. And then the Jupiter is going to be in your 6th house. So starting May 25th, you're going to be all right. That's work. That's your daily routine. Jupiter's going to be in Gemini. So through your hand skills and your self-efforts and your communication, you're gonna have fortune and abundance. So, hopefully you can transition before then, after January 20th. But if not, I bet by May 25th, you're going to be all right. Okay. Jupiter and Gemini, 6th house. So, that's an important thing to know. And yeah, keep the faith, because all things are possible through God. I am literally #deepwater faith. Okay. So, make sure you guys go watch the Life After NDE, and that's my interviews and media. And then I've got another one coming out, and I'm recording 2 more interviews. They're not all just NDE. The Life After Life NDE or whatever. I shared predictions for Age of Aquarius in 2024. It was just fun, but I'm recording 2 others. I recorded another one, so they should all be coming out sometime in January or February of 2024. And I'm just excited to share that with you guys. And I'm starting to walk and speak, and I mean, I always speak the truth, but just in terms of feeling comfortable when I was like on the Jeff Mara podcast, sharing my NDE story. But it took me 2 years to get there. But I'm here, and I'm just in a place of gratitude to God every day, and to her, that I made it, and then I'm here. So let's get to the end of the road, okay? End of the road. They better not come out with no controversy and drama about Boys to Men. I'll be upset. Like, the reason why they wore those tight blue jeans is because. Let me stop. I'm joking. Make sure you watch that, Chris. Oh God, Dave Chappelle. His stand-up was funny. It's on Netflix. Is it Netflix or Amazon Prime? Netflix. Very funny. We were cracking up this morning.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was funny. It's good to laugh, you guys. Life is so intense and serious. And like I say always, I'm not going to get into anything what's going on, but I just pray for love and peace. And for us, don't watch the news and constantly see and hear that
just know
stuff.
when things are too much. Like even with that, leave the world behind.
That's why I don't even want to watch it. Yeah.
I had to put that in a place, and it was very heavy. I actually don't suggest watching it.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
I watched it because I just wanted to know, but at the end I was like, did I get anything from it? Do I feel that I learned anything? For all the heaviness that I experienced and how much I felt it weighed me down, for what I learned, it was nothing. Like it wasn't.
And that's what they want.
The value did not exactly.
They want to lower your frequency to be focused on what? Stress, anxiety, and fear. Those are lower chakras.
Exactly.
This is what they do to the collective. Don't buy into that. We're going to be all right. Choose to ascend and be on the 5D timeline. You're not going to deal with that timeline. That's not for any of y'all that rock with me. Okay? So spiritual discipline, honor Saturn and Pisces till 2026. Do it forever, but honor it, because Saturn will kick your butt if you don't honor it. I'm letting you know. Saturn don't play. Spiritual rituals, routines, discipline, 15 to 30 minutes. And if you can do more, then go for it. Compassion and empathy to self and others. Healthy boundaries, no energy vampires. And be imaginative, be spiritual and creative. Shine your light in the world, right? If you know that, you know that. But for real, shine your light. So the 12th house, we talked about it earlier, Sagittarius. It's your loss of debt, loss of energy, self-undoing, overspending, fantasy, dreams, subconscious and unconscious mind, foreign lands, import, export. It's bed pleasures for sleeping and for sex. It's hidden talents, Sagittarius, and hidden enemies. Okay? It's also isolation in the bedroom. You're dealing with jails, prison, ashrams, psych wards, monasteries. Like the 12th house is the unseen spiritual realm. It's heavy, heavy. And this is quite literally where you can see through transit the end of your life. Okay. So it's Cap risings with the Sag in the 12th house. Your hidden gifts are you are a natural teacher. Shelley, you can teach and preach. But remember what's in your 12th house. You have to bring it out and share it to the rest of the chart, to the rest of the world. Don't keep it hidden. And then Shelley, watch out. Maybe this coworker that's hating could have a Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, quite literally. You don't know. Maybe you do know. But, so you have to be mindful. It's not to hate on any Sagittarius people for Cap risings, but you just have to be mindful because it's like I've seen it even in my own chart where the 12th house can be very literal with the hidden enemies. Okay. But remember, with the Sag rising, is belief. Sag, I keep saying Sag rising. Sag 12th house is beliefs, wisdom, philosophy, law, and order. So you could quite literally be a guard or a prison guard, CO in a prison or jail, the head of security in a hospital, a psych ward. You can be an international teacher or someone who helps guide people through the subconscious and unconscious mind. And you starting off the new year, Shelley, with Mercury here, going direct tomorrow, Venus and Mars. Right now, you may be going through a lot of dreams. You may even be dreaming of vacations. You may even have the energy and the thoughts, Shelley, to do some writing. Venus and Mercury in the 12th house is an energy for escribe, fantasy novel, romance novel, sharing your wisdom, beliefs, and philosophy, journaling, dream book. Remember, I told you about the dream book. So this is very literal for the Cap rising, especially starting off the year with Mercury, Venus, and Mars in the 12th house. For me, it's in the second house. Her, it's in the 8th. But this is some energy to move things. And you may even Cap risings right now could be going through, dreams of a new love. I'm searching for a new love, baby, a new love, things like that. But definitely, overall, with nothing here, forget what's happening transit-wise right now. Cap risings, the Sag here, you really just want freedom. You don't want anybody limiting you. And home alone or in your bedroom, you may love to get on the computer and research and philosophize and expand your mind and gain higher knowledge and wisdom. Just like in the 11th house, you're over the internet and you're investigating and researching. Well, in the 12th house, maybe you're reading a book about Machu Picchu, or, you're listening to Audible. I got to, get back to all my Audible books that I want to, consume and stuff, because it's really important, There's so much insight and knowledge out there. And Cap risings, that's Sag 12th house. That's nice. And secretly, low key, you can be the bachelor, it's the bachelorette energy. So you could be like, nah, I got married once. I don't need another ring on my finger. I want that freedom. I'm a bachelorette for life. And to each their own. It is what it is, So I want you guys to have a wonderful and happy new year. We're going to get ready to bounce. We may go out and have some fun, and we may just chill. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm feeling that energy of the 5X solar flares. I am just all about lounging. That's just how I feel. But she's trying to get me to go out. So we'll see. But I thank you for another wonderful year. I feel like it has been so fast, so wonderful. I finally just hit 1,000 on Instagram. Go follow me there if you don't. I'm about to hit 6,000 here. And, numbers don't matter. What matters is the loyalty. And I love that you guys show up. And you don't know, I greatly appreciate it. Like I said earlier, when it was just Evelyn here, even if it was just Ev here tonight and nobody else, I would still just be in a place of gratitude and just be talking to Ev and whoever watches on the replay and have fun with it. Because one, I love astrology, but I just appreciate each and every one of you. So have a wonderful 2024.
Yes, thank you.
And I love you guys.
Javanka.
Yeah, Javanka.
And then just got on Bumble. What is Bumble?
Bumble or Rumble?
Is Bumble a dating app?
What's Bumble? I don't know what Bumble is.
Oh my God. Are we like that out of it?
Let us know. I know Rumble, but I don't know Bumble. What's Bumble? Tell me what Bumble is.
Bumble, toil and trouble? Oh, they're dating apps. Oh,
Oh.
yes. Okay. Got you. Okay, got it. And then
We met on Match.com.
We did. Back when you had to be embarrassed for being on the internet.
Yeah, 2007. We were trailblazers.
We were.
2007. We met on Match.com.
And then Wonder Wild Free.
Oh, hi, Wonder Wild Free. Welcome. Nice to meet you, Eric Taylor.
When will Sag Rising come out?
Sag Rising's already out. Go look for it. You got to check out my playlist. You could check the podcast. I did it last month. But I also have my Rising Sign series. But I've done Sag Rising 2 or 3 times. So just explore my playlist. And yeah, I did it last month. So each month I do the rising, the sun. I talk about the moon and different placements in it. So yeah, I did it last month.
I want to go out, but I'm yawning.
I'm tired. I'm serious. No, see,
but you know what? A friend of ours, the fireworks go off right over their backyard.
She act like she ain't seen fireworks before. We've seen fireworks 30,000 times in our lives. Do I really?
Always nice.
Do I care about fireworks?
You should.
So the other thing I was gonna say, I made like a little tiny golden retriever, like the little baby puppy.
You made a golden retriever?
I made like. Mira, escuchen. I made like a little tiny, sweet little golden retriever puppy. If I got a puppy, you know he would be here on the show. I'd get a little puppy, you'd bring him on the show and show him to you guys. Like, ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, I'd be a mess. You guys will see a whole nother side.
Let's go 2024.
A whole nother side. Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful year. Let's listen, you guys. Only focus on love and peace. I hear the fireworks. Focus on the love and peace. Don't worry about the negativity and the drama. Literally, turn off the TVs. We turned it off right after the insurrection, and we haven't looked back, and we do not miss it.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I mean, well, we watched Netflix this morning.
Well, no, but I mean the TV in terms of like CNN, Fox, MSNBC.
We don't watch any news.
Any news.
I watch no news.
But I don't. We don't even watch the night shows anymore. We don't watch. It's just.
Yeah.
It's just low vibrational, and I'm not. Trust me, I am not judging if you watch it. I'm just suggesting try and see how your life vibrates without it, because you may actually just feel better. Oh, and then also my nugget for 2024. If you can, sleep in your home with your head to the south or the east. If your bed is north or west, try to rotate it, or you sleep a different way in the bed. But we went from the north to the south, and oh my gosh.
Game changer.
Sleep is yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real.
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm sitting there going, why did I buy into all those rules about the headboard having to be by my head? No. We flipped it. It made everything. And
it was worth it. I swear to you guys. So give it a try and tape over the mouth. We like that too.
And Evelyn was telling us we need to be careful on what kind of dog we choose. Evelyn, we are nowhere near choosing a dog.
Yeah, no.
And my children have to learn how to clean their rooms first.
Yeah, I told you guys.
And then,
earlier.
We have a bearded dragon. And one thing I'm concerned about
with the dog
is that we need to make sure to get them from maybe a puppy up, which then a puppy is like house training and all that. But I don't want them to eat my Goldie.
I don't think they would eat like a bearded dragon.
We have a bearded dragon named Goldie.
She's sweet. She's
wonderful.
Yeah,
and we can't have a dog that would eat.
She's been here for a long time. What, like, he's 14. 7 years? We're going on 8 years.
I don't know how long.
It's a long time. Yeah.
So
she's family.
Right. It does.
She's in a family fantasy football league.
Mm.
Goldie and a bit of dragons.
But all that negativity does get into your subconscious.
It does, and that's what I want you guys. And like I said, I swear, I'm so not judging. I'm just saying, hey, try something new in 2024. Like honestly, like for me, I've got to get in that closet and clean out some of the old clothes. I got clothes older than my kids that I'm never gonna wear again. I just gotta donate them and throw them away, right? And she's got stuff she's got to get rid of too. We all do.
I have all
you got to recycle things.
And I keep telling myself I need to find a good place to donate to where it's going to
like really old help. Business suits.
And the reality is they're older suits at this point. They're nice. They're Ann Taylor. They're very good quality, all of that. But, and they're conservative, but they're still older suits. So at the end of the day, whatever.
But it's just good to bring in that new energy,
I
because
do
you know
too.
what? When you don't clear things out, that means you're not creating space for new things to come
Kimberly
in.
Bradford is just getting here.
Hey,
Hello,
Kimberly. How are you, my friend?
Um,
Thank you for your
but-
lovely review, Kimberly, and Happy New Year to you and fam. All that good stuff. But yeah, we're getting ready to go and bounce.
We are, guys. I don't know. I kind of want to go see the fireworks. We're not sure. We'll see. If we don't, then you see this guy?
No, she yawned
see this
first.
guy?
She yawned first.
It was like 10 minutes ago.
But I'm just saying.
Oh, so you're gonna?
You started the yawning,
Mm.
but it did hit me. It did hit me. But yeah, this is going to be a wonderful year. It really is. And
I'm excited.
And remember, we're co-creators of the universe. Some people will tell you we're not, but that's not true. Because remember, universal law, the word is life. Bible, Torah, Quran, the word, the tongue, nothing else. If nothing else, please retire from the negative self-talk tonight. Don't bring negative self-talk into 2024. It's not worth it. You deserve better and more. You are all amazing. Okay? For
Evelyn
real.
says she's gonna be hiding under the bed at midnight.
I'm not mad at you, Ev. Why, you think we're getting nuclear bombs, Ev? What are you hiding in the bed for?
But she's got a cat, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we just saw Marie the
But
other day. Yeah.
yes, we just saw her and her cats and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, enjoy.
Yeah. Shelly said women love fireworks, men don't care so much. You know what? You're right.
That is so funny.
Bye.
How do I? Let me see.
No, wait,
Oh, there we go. No, you're right. Like, no. Trust me, I love fireworks.
Okay, did you want me to?
Oh, I got it. No, I do like fireworks, but I mean, one, that's for July 4th. Two, I'm 53 years old, Shelly. I've seen fireworks like.
I'm with knowing. That's right, girlfriend. It's a money year.
Yeah, it is a
Good
money
things
year.
are coming.
Hey,
Honestly, it's
knowing. I
time.
hope you email me so we can,
It's
get rocking.
It's time.
Nah, this is definitely going to be abundance. And make sure you guys go like, but comment on your rising sign and family members from my whole rising sign series. In a couple of minutes, I'll be uploading the Sagittarius, and then later tonight, the Capricorn. And tomorrow, Aquarius and Pisces.
Maybe
So,
I need to.
Happy New Year. Lots of love for the
Good
Taylors.
night.
All right.
Bye.
Happy New Year, knowing. Hopefully in 2024, I get to meet you in person, knowing. All right. All right, you guys.
Bye.
Peace. God bless. And happy New Year. Enjoy. Capricorn Rising Sign Ascendant, episode 181, Knowledge is Love, 2024. I got a lot in store for you guys. Peace. Check